Hi everyone. Okay, let me do a sound test with sound test 1, 2, 3. If anybody has add on, if you hear, can you just say a thumbs up, like it, so that I know that the sound is loud and clear? Got it? Sound check. Got it. Now we're still waiting. Let's see who is in the house. Yeah, still waiting for us. Okay, hi, Steve here. If this is loud and clear, if you are in the house, can I trouble you to just click me a like, okay, if it's loud and clear. If it's loud and clear, hey, Gemma, is it loud and clear? Yeah, we'll just wait for a couple more people to come in, and then we will be starting very soon. Today, we have a very interesting topic, and it's actually regarding my book, and I can't wait to share with you more about this. Let me do something and share in my page first. Once I've done it, then we can go loud and clear. Damn good. Okay, now let me start. Right. Start. Okay, got it. Okay. See who is the house. Let's see. I think we're still waiting for a couple of people to come in to join me. Now, see who is the house. Let's see. Okay. I think we're still waiting for a couple of people to come in to join me. Now, got it. Let's see who is the house. If you are in the house, just give me a like, and I know that you are in the house. Okay, if you could give me a like, if you could like this Facebook Live, like, comment, and also share this Facebook Live, I would much appreciate. Now, today chapter is very exciting. It's got to do with my Brand Yourself book. Okay, this is a copy of my Brand Yourself book that me and Datin we published this about 3 years ago. I'm going to tell you the whole experience about this. My phone sound? Yeah, I offer it. Yeah. So and I'm going to tell you the whole experience already. Whole experience about this, and definitely we'll be sharing what is the content of this book, so that those haven't got it, you definitely need to get it, because this is very interesting, because this got to do very relevant to the current situations where we have COVID-19 going on, and we are under our MCO, we have to stay at the house. Therefore, online branding highly related to your personal branding. So it's all relevant. So I hope that you can actually listen to this Facebook Live. I'm going to talk all about this book. And definitely, we will have a special guest. And our special guest is none other than Winnie Lu. She will be in the house. Okay. Now, okay, let's see. We have Francis in the house, Colin in the house, DC in the house. You're in the house. Can you do me a favor? Can you just type in the comment, hi, just hi, Steve, or hi, Flyer Asia. Could you just type hi, please? I will very much appreciate that, so that I know that you all are there in the place. And let's see if our CY is in. Ken is in. Up from Philippines is in. Pearly Po join. Okay, so let me just send Colin, TC, CY, Ken, from Philippines. Pearly is in the house. Hi, definitely hi. Okay, let me see. Okay, and we have Lily in the house. Hi, Lily. How is it? How are you? I saw your baju kurung. This outfit to go grocery. It's so amazing and so funny. Yeah. Okay, we from Thailand is in the house. Hello. Okay. Let me see. Kenny is in the house. Kenny is very good. Let me see. Who else? Jackie. Jackie is the house. Hi, Jackie. So if you're house, just say hi to me. Definitely, I very much appreciate on that. Let me type something to my team first before I start. My Hey, so Winnie is the house. BC, Kenny, Cheryl Fu is the house. Pritash all the way from so in the house. Cheryl in the house. Hi, hi, hi. If your house, just say no only like. Can you just give me a hi? Hi to me. Yeah, definitely will be interest. Yeah. So today, hi, Mr. Lai. Thank you for joining us. I hope your eyes will be on. Sharon in the house. Cheryl in the house. Alex in the house. Very good. Okay, so definitely, let me start. This topic is very interesting. It got to do with my book. This book is on brand yourself. Now, let me share with you. This book is so relevant because we are all in the COVID-19. And it's very important that we start to know how to brand ourselves, especially if you need to go online. You need to know how to brand yourself. The reason why you do that is very simple. It's because most of the time people start selling online. They forgot that when you sell online, it's very easy to do. It's very easy to do something called background check. Therefore, when someone wants to sell online, right, when they go and do background check, right, they will definitely do one thing. Is you know what is that? They will go to your profile. They will go to your online, your social media to check whether this person that I'm talking to, right, whether is it real or not, whether is it credible or not. Because if they cannot find anything, right, it lacks the part of trust issue. So people will not really trust you by buying a big item from you, a big value item from you. Okay, so as you can see, we have a new facelift for my Facebook page. If you like it, can you please give me a like? I'm very proud because me and my team at High Fly Asia, we invested in this Facebook live leaf, and I think I very like it. You see our logo, High Fly Asia, on top, and as you can see, I can put my name, and also tomorrow I will be hosting my first webinar, and it will be called the Online Personal Branding Strategy. I hope if you have time, please register because we need them to register because seats are very limited, and it will go very details about 2 hours to talk about how we craft online personal branding strategy. Now, let me tell you something. Is current situation. You know why? You know why I feel that this opportunity, this period is an opportunity. You know, right? This lockdown period, almost a month, already 2 weeks gone. No one, Malaysia has never have so much eyeball on social media at any point of time. Do you agree or not? Right? Everyone is on social media, which means, right, at this point of time, if you could have launched it well, launch it nicely for a good purpose, you would have able to gain a lot of followers and a lot of fans based on this period of time. I have never seen so much people that ever able to connect or maybe get connected with you digitally at any point of time during this lockdown period. Now, it's not only our country lockdown. There are a couple of countries also have a lockdown. So in this case, the eyeball on the social media is almost present in any point, any time, even middle of night, even any point of time. Is the eyeball is quite strong. I say that because I've proven that I did a studies. It is proven that this period of time, if you use it well to brand yourself or launch an online strategy, you're definitely able to claim the first mover advantage. And also you can claim a lot of followers that come with you. Okay, this eyeball is also an opportunity, but most people, I'm not too sure what is the purpose of having social media. Maybe you can actually write down on the comment, what do you think is the purpose of social media? Now, some people, right, their purpose of social media is only for fun, okay? As long as you have your social media for fun, no other reason behind it, I would not bother how you do posting. But if you are entrepreneur, you are a business owner, you are working, you are doing any other thing except for fun, which means with an intention, I think you really need to craft the content of your social media very properly. Reason why is because we heard about how to say, people judge people on the first impression. First impression lasts, right? You know something that a lot of people start judging you based on how they perceive you on social media. Now, if let's say they perceive you that in social media that you are this way, I'm sorry to say that they start judging you a lot already, because how you do something is how you do everything, right? So let us wait for a couple more people coming in, then I'll continue. Yeah. Let me see who else in the house. Now, at any point of time during today, if you have any questions, okay, please feel free to ask me. Just put it in the comment. I will definitely able to do the answering all the questions that you have. Okay. Now we have Sylvia in the house, BK Line, Wilson in the house. Okay, Melvin in the house, Kevin, Lily Tan in the house, Raymond C in the house. Okay. Now, what's your, so we have covered a couple of things. And Tony, CY, Adrian Wong, Macy Wong, Kelly Cha, Ivan. Now, do me a favor, if you like this part of it where I'm going to talk about my Brand Yourself book and how it's going to help you during this crisis, please do me a favor, like, comment, and share this Facebook Live. I will very much appreciate. Remember to like, comment, and share. Okay, so we have Carol in the house. Hi, Carol. Definitely, it's good to have you in the house back. Now, Dafford. Okay, now, okay, give me a moment, please. Let's start something. Well, give me a light moment. Okay, so let's go. We have Kevin in the house. Hi everyone. So if you are in the house, that's very good. I'm going to continue saying it. Now remember this. I already say that if you are entrepreneurs or you're using social media to build your own branding, it's very important to know what do you craft as a content on the daily basis. You know, right? Unfortunately, I have been scrolling the social media for the past 2 weeks, and I find that a lot of people are leveraging it for the wrong purpose. I know that we can be fun sometimes. Again, we can be funny sometimes, but to do it all the time, I think is not relevant. I've seen a lot of people, no names mentions, that the posting started to have a lot of food posting about what they cook every day. Yes, definitely, I understand there is a lockdown and you've got nothing to do besides probably start doing your cooking. But it's not that you have to post your cooking, your dishes every day for people to see. Unless you are a chef or someone that is going into a career on cooking. If not, it's very irrelevant, isn't it? And then another thing is, in the social media, please be likable, because it's so important to be likable. Why? Nobody likes to see someone that's whine and complain things that over and over again. I know that our government is not perfect. I know that a lot of things are not perfect. I know that we are going through obstacle, but hey, that is what makes us stronger, isn't it? So instead of blasting a lot of negativity, why not we convert it into saying a lot more positivity and uplift as many people out as possible? Don't you think so? Because in this way itself, you are able to make things a little bit better. Let us find solutions and let us work together. And that is the purpose of it, isn't it? So my advice to you is stop posting negative posting, stop posting fake news, and don't be a keyboard warrior and start complaining a lot of things. Frankly speaking, I will judge people this way. Because if you are so unhappy about things, right, then why are you living, right? We have to count our blessing that we we are still alive and we didn't get COVID-19, and still a lot of people that is having COVID-19 having this issue. So count our blessing very much, because people like others. People will follow you if you are a person that is full of gratitude, people that is full of positivity. If you cannot be positive in social media, what makes you think that you are positive in the real life? So always remember this: how you do something is how you do everything. I have a bit of lagging here, but definitely I'll do my best to say. Now we have JW Go, Stephanie Tan, Janet Rarisa is in. JW Go, you say good, agree, definitely is good. And Arisa said good evening. Hi Janet, definitely hi, welcome. John Teo, Anna Wong, Vivian Chai in the house. Hi everyone. Now another one I would like to share. Because of these lockdowns, I see that a lot of people start going to online. And I know it's fine. I'm not preventing anybody to go online. But can I kind of ask for us to be a little bit, I'm not saying that you have to put on full makeup and wear tuxedo, but at least to be well-groomed a little bit can. I've seen people going to Facebook Live wearing their sleeping wear, or maybe the hair is not combed. I think a lot of people have a wrong thought about being themselves and being lazy. You know, being yourself and being lazy is two different things. Now, you want people to be impressed with you. That's the reason why you do branding. So, when you do your branding, can you, for goodness sake, at least well-groom a little bit? People like to see beautiful things, If whatever you say, right, if you're not well-groomed, I don't even want to trust you. Why? You can't even take care of yourself. Please stop the part of saying, it's me, this is how I am, all these things. All these are rubbish. Like, to me, right, even as long as I need to meet people, whether online or offline, my Kalipop also comb until very nice, which means this one already lasts me for 4 weeks. I almost want to go crazy because normally 2 weeks I will cut. Do you know? No, I know. Just use the hairspray and just press it and press it and press it. This is all about effort. Now, if people don't see effort in terms of your grooming, how do you want to trust you in other things? I hope that you will take into consideration what I say. Remember this: if you come online, there must be a purpose. Social media must be a purpose. It's for you to do your branding. Do not post things that is not relatable to you, right? You must know that everyone will start to brand you based on the topic or the posting that you do. So if you do it wrongly, it's very, very hard, yeah? The second one, and then please be likable. Don't always complain and do negative posting. And the third part is, please dress up nicely. Okay, so if you like what I'm saying, please like, comment, and share this Facebook Live. I'll much appreciate that. Let me tell you, in whether you are doing Facebook Live or you're doing social media or you're doing webinar, most important is your content. If your content is nothing great, it's the same thing over and over again. If you don't plan your content well, you will face one thing that is called platform fatigue. What is platform fatigue? Means your follower will get sick, will get tired of listening just the same old thing from you. So that's why all content must be creative, must be planned in advance. What do you need to say? What are the items do you think that is value added to your audience? If it's nothing to value add, don't share. Because, right, don't waste people's time, yeah? Okay, so sorry for being so blunt, but I think it's very important to be truthful. To me, social media is a very powerful tool for branding. Now, why I started Brand Yourself? I think a lot of people would definitely want to know why I started Brand Yourself. Last time, after I left the airline, if you know that I'm previously from the airline, when I came out from the airline, I learned a lot of things. I learned about, I joined an agency to learn about public relation, PR, media, marketing, digital, almost everything I learned. And then shortly after, I came out to set up my own agency. So when I set up my own agency, every day I'm doing agency work, fight. I find that at the end of the day, I just earn the money to pay my staff only. So I decided I do not have a positioning because I cannot fight the big agency out there. So about 8-9 years ago, I started to go into discover something called personal branding. What is personal branding? Then, right, not many people use personal branding strategy to brand themselves. At that time, the famous is only like Abercha, Chef One, and Datin Winnie. I find that this is a good opportunity that is very untapped. So I straight away go into personal branding and brand yourself. I study everything got to do with that. And I set up my agency to only be doing personal branding for all my customers. But then I find out that I have one small issue. The small issue is that time I'm not famous yet. If I'm not famous yet, who am I to help others to be branding themselves? That is where about 7 years ago, I get Datin Winnie to come in as my mentor, as my advisor, and also to support me to share this personal branding strategy. And everything kind of sparks and went very well. And about 3 years ago and 4 years ago, I kind of like told Datin, I say, we need to come out a book. We need to be a thought leader in the area of expertise that we do. Because after we started brand ourselves, many people actually started to do personal branding on their own. Now, let me share you something. Just looking good only is not personal branding. It's part of personal branding. Okay? If you can speak well, but you don't have other things, it's also part of personal branding. Now, personal branding is inside out, outside in, your wisdom, the way you talk, the way you present, and most important thing, whether the audience like you or not. Now, everything is very relevant. It's a holistic approach. That's why I told Datin, we need to do it properly. We need to do a holistic approach because many people are doing it halfway or one way only. It cannot. It has to do in a holistic approach. Then your result will be awesome. So from then onward, I started to brand myself also while I'm branding others, one step at a time, and then we move on to where I am today. I can safely say that in terms of personal branding, the whole holistic strategy, we are quite good in terms of that. Okay, now, what are the reasons that you need to read this book? I'm going to give you 10 reasons. And these 10 reasons will be very awesome. And I want you to understand the importance of this book. But before that, let me see who else is in the house. Now, Janet say image to present yourself is a must. Definitely, right? It's part of personal branding image. But you need to have the whole holistic approach. We have Ekon Tan in the house, Wilson Low in the house, Janet, Ethan Cole in the house. Oh, Ethan, you are here. Ekwan. Hi, Ida. Hi, Anna Wong, Lima. Okay, Robin. Hi. Okay, if you're in the house, can I help you to like, comment, and share this post, okay? So if you have any question, please put in your questions to the comment. I will be answering your question very soon. Can you, before I go into the 10 steps, let us go through. Yeah, okay. Okay, let me get it. Now the 10 reasons, let us go one by one. Now, number one, in this book itself, you will discover something called identify your unique branding. Why you have to be unique? Because, right, even everyone is a seafood seller, there must be something unique about one of the seafood seller. If you cannot find the uniqueness, you will become commoner. So that is how it works. If you cannot leverage on the unique part of your branding, it doesn't work. The price is not your unique branding. Okay, your product is not your unique branding. Your unique branding is got to do with yourself. Yourself is a unique branding. But what is so unique about you that you can take it out and actually you can leverage on it? You will get this unique branding will be over this book. That is one of the reasons why this book can help you. You will identify your unique branding. Number two, there are 5 key elements that you're going to, on this personal branding that I put inside this book that help you to leave a strong and lasting impressions. Now, having a strong and lasting impression is important, right? But do you know that why is it so important? It's because most people nowadays, when they post their online branding, they post their social media, right? they have very mixed branding. Mixed brandings are sometimes they want to be a chef, sometimes they want to be a housewife, sometimes they want to be an entrepreneur, sometimes they want to be this. Now, the audience, when they see the posting, they feel they get very headache. Sometimes when you ask them, right, hey, why do you think that? What do you think about AAA? Do you know what is he or she is doing? You know, most of the time, right, they say, I don't know. I think he enjoy life only lah. So that's wrong branding already because it's very mixed. You have to be very focused. If you want someone to register a certain branding of yours, you need to be very focused and pull through at least 3 to 6 months where the audience start register that branding inside their head. Okay. Now, number 3, the third reason is you are able to create a blueprint for your branding strategy. Okay, in a 5-step system. Okay, so you're able to create a blueprint. Now, why is so important a blueprint? Blueprint is help you to do it step by step. Now, if you cannot do it, then you start doing things, jumble up everything. You don't see result, don't blame on the system. Don't blame on the process. I have done it before and also helped a lot of people done it before. It's proven it works. You just have to go through step by step. Now, the fourth reason is you are able to identify your goals and strengths, and also you must understand what are the challenges and risks that you may face in the personal building brand process. It's very important. Number 5 is you are able to craft an elevator pitch. Why elevator pitch is important? Because at least you can actually introduce yourself in a very short 3 sentences. Don't laugh on this. A lot of people have they know themselves too well. You ask them to explain who are they will take 1 day to explain. And that's 1 day is the time is what a lot of people don't have. Yeah. Next is you will be definitely able to learn how to write a great branding story that help you to engage with yourself and the audience. Number 8 is like this. You get able to position your brand with the right environment for your maximum result. Number 9, this is a good opportunity for you to improve and reinvent yourself. Sometimes rebranding is okay because you know why? As we grow and nicely more influence through the power of personal branding. Now, there are 6 chapters here. Just a moment. There are 6 chapters here. Okay, I'll get my team to share the 6 chapter. The first chapter is called The Brand Call You. Chapter 2 to chapter 6 will be the 5 steps. Step 1 is define your brand. Step 2 is lift up your brand. So I'm sorry, sometimes it's not within. I hope that you can, if it's lagging, please be patient. Sure that will be a good stuff. Like I say, this book have 6 chapters. Chapter 1, 6. Chapter 1, 2 is the step 1, define your brand. Chapter 3 is lift up your brand. Chapter 4 is step 3, strategize your brand. Chapter 5 is step 4, maximize leverage your key resources. Key resources depends on what kind of resources you have around you. You leverage them correctly. Chapter 6 is how do you strengthen, improve, and reinvent yourself. Okay, now I do a last round of saying hi, and we definitely will invite our special guests to come in. Now we have Kenny, we have Kenny B. Hi everyone. Sorry that you all have to register and come in again because definitely is the Wi-Fi. Some of the areas are not working very well. It's okay. 5G is coming. We will not have this problem very soon. Okay. Now, are we ready for our guests? Do me a favor. Please help me to say like, comment something, okay, and share it, because it's very important that I know that you all like this, and I'll continue doing this. Now, if you like that my new Facebook Live facelift of my page, can you give me a love, please? Because this is so important. You like it, and definitely we'll do it. And just have to let you all know that I will be having my webinar very soon. And this webinar, the link is here at the Facebook Live below here. And this is our High Flyer Asia webinar online persevering strategy. The response is amazing. Okay, every day I get notification that people likes to join this. I can't wait to share with you, all of you, tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Now it's 8:30, and definitely we already have our guests standby. We will be welcoming our Datin Winnie. If you are in the house, can you please say hi, Datin, in the comment? I much appreciate it as a way to welcome Datin. Yeah, and let me pull Datin through. Hi, Datin.
Hello, Steve. How are you?
Is it loud and clear there?
Yeah. Very good. I think so far reception on my side, your side is quite blur.
Blur? Okay, my side is, the one I see is okay, but I'm not too sure about that. But I feel a little bit of lagging is okay. So we take our be patient a little bit to go through this. Now, Datin, okay, you have been doing your journey, you have been doing your business for the past 41 years. And we talk about personal branding. I think you are one of the earlier entrepreneurs to believe in the power of personal branding. That's the reason why your name, I got into your name, and then I come and find you. And I'm blessed that you give me a chance to leverage on you, so that more people were able to benefit from you. My question is, how do you know that you want to use your personal branding in the first place?
Well, I must say this is really backtrack quite a long time back. When I first came back to Malaysia as a London trained hairdresser, I really did not want to be like exactly what the rest of my peers were doing. So I wanted to be different. I wanted to be unique. So I didn't want to be the masses. I sort of realized that it's not going to be easy with so much already. Then there was competition going on, right? Especially a lot of, I don't even call them salons. There were a lot of parlors, a lot of saloons then, So I wanted to stand out. So I prefer to just handle the creme de la creme, whatever that I can find. So Malaysia's little, maybe we say the 1%. Or maybe the 5%. I was actually focusing on those kind of clients to begin with. So even way back in the 79, I think to start off with, my clients were already very distinguished people. They were royalties. And already then, if I want to recall back, are the big time businessmen of today. So I think my strategy started on the right track 41 years ago.
Now, I think the whole thing is like this. You use one personal branding strategy that is very good. You know why is that? The personal branding strategy that I like it is called borrow fame for success. Okay, if you can cut all the premium and the top people, means that you can cut the rest of other people. Make sense? So you're already doing that, but it's just that we never craft it into words to say it out. But I think that one is leveraging other people for your success. So leveraging can be many forms. So yours, you do your positioning. Your positioning is correct, then the rest just follow as it is. Isn't it, Datin?
Yeah, you really nailed it, because you see, those days there's no such thing called personal branding, right? But exactly, I knew from the very start, I only have one pair of hands with a few assistants. How fast can I cut is still not going to work, because I don't like messes. I like quality work. I like to be like amongst the very outstanding people already. So that possible really have got me on the right start. And of course, like I said, I never know what it's called personal branding 41 years ago. So now, if I like to recall it back, I really was in the right step then.
So there are two types of.
Even when I wanted to start, I didn't even want the name like Winnie Lu, because who is Winnie Lu? Nobody knows who is Winnie Lu. So I wanted a name that was catchy. So when the name was catchy, I think a lot of people will know, yeah, that was the name already helped me to lead on to start my company on the right footstep. And then along the way, everybody said, who is the founder of A Cut Above?
True.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one is under corporate branding, but here itself, after 41 years, even though you are not cutting everyone's hair or the most Malaysians' hair, but most people that have been to your salon cut by your stylist, they will say, I've been to A Cut Above and it's owned by Datin Winnie Lu. Just like a piece of me I still feel that I've been cut by Datin Winnie Lu, but it's just that not by herself. So that is very powerful branding there. And I would have to applaud you for the effort, because of people like you, people like Amber Cha, people like Chef Wan, that makes me feel that I want to go into this deeply on how to use personal branding to do even greater things. So for the past, it's been 7 years, our journey, right, Datin? And for the past 7 years, I think a lot of people, some of them find importance. Some of them feel that maybe it's not time yet. I don't want to be seen. Unfortunately, now is the COVID-19 time. Now the COVID-19 scenario forced many people to embrace online. Now, when you embrace online, there's only one issue. Where is your online personal branding? Where are you to be seen? And then suddenly everyone start to be panning out. Okay, please tell me how to do it. Please teach me how to do it. Please follow me how to do it. So everything is relevant. Now, my question is, how come you always say that you're from the dinosaur age? How come your social media knowledge is still better than a lot of people when they are in the teenagers?
I think it's my curiosity, Steve, because honestly, I'm really a dinosaur. Sometimes if you give me the best gadgets of anything, I just want to just make sure that I know good enough. I don't want to go into deep details because it's not easy, right? So I really appreciate, someone like you who's able to, give me a lot more extra knowledge, because I like to mix with knowledgeable younger people. I think that is my advantage, and I'm not shy to ask and I'm not shy to learn. So I feel that sometimes as entrepreneur, whether you're leading or you're not leading in any sense, we must be willing to learn, unlearn, relearn, so we get better. So like I said, being a dinosaur era, where no one have a chance to learn computer, I actually step forward to learn it, while a lot of people, I hire someone to come to my house to teach me, because it will be so embarrassing for me to go to class with all the teenagers. I have someone to teach me from maybe about 30 years ago. Yeah, 30 years ago. Because Cut Above started to have computerization since 88. So yeah, I feel that how could I tell people I'm going to go into computerization, and yet I do not even know how to even touch the computer, worried that it will. I think that is where I got a chance to really explore things. And talking about social presence, I think it's because the more we attempt, the better we get. Because you see, personal brand, or even like posting, if you do not really put your mind into it, you will always be just using the same phrase. Everything is just about the same. So you never really capture people's attention to even want to read what you post. So it's like self-learning. Yeah, I keep mindful. Just keep learning, keep reading, I think is the word. And now with COVID-19, we have to actually ourselves to learn more. We have so much quiet time to improve ourselves now.
Isn't it, right? So
Mm.
because your personal branding is so strong, that everyone know that you're a hairstylist, the hair entrepreneur, the number one in Malaysia. That cannot be denied. So my statement is like this. Like even now, I know that you love cooking and you post cooking picture and all these things. It's understandable because it's Datin, Winnie doing it. All of us know that you are a hair entrepreneur. Your branding has been done for the past 41 years, solid in our mind, cannot run away. What is your thought about current COVID-19 when you scroll down your social media? You have all kind of people start to be chef and start to post things that is nothing to do with their industry and just want to be funny and just want to be doing it. What do you think about this? I already say in the beginning of my Facebook Live, I don't like it because it will be a mix of branding. Because how you do something is how you do everything. Now, if you do well, never mind. But most of it didn't do well. And we are so in tune with grooming. And you see some of them wearing so shabbily come out to Facebook Live. I'm not too sure. What do you think is about the whole thing?
Well, I think basically because for now, a lot of people just do not have contents, right? So because during this COVID-19, everybody is like at home. People just don't have any more nicer pictures to post. So maybe they'll just post anything will do, you know. So, but I think it's still very important if you want to concentrate on a good personal branding. You cannot anything will do. Like you see, even though I love to cook, but I don't every day blast my Facebook with cooking to tell people that I can cook. But honestly, if I can cook, I know I love to share what I did, but I cannot put it like as though it became part of me. So I still like, if I were to do it, I will still have a quote or a line which actually allows me to have a better branding of myself than just because I want to do it. So I think it's really important. Right? Yes, you cannot just follow the crowd, or like you see, I personally will not in my own page keep scolding people because of telling off the government, this and that, because I really believe it's so important because it's my personal page, because it will reflect about me. I know let's say if I'm not happy with certain things that the government is arranging, let's say, but I will not want to openly voice and scold and do it in my very own page. Even though I can say, yeah, it's my page, I can do anything, but it will reflect about my personal branding.
Isn't it right? I know that we're not perfect. I know that we also complain about things, but I don't think we need to complain it publicly, isn't it?
Yeah, so you see, it's the same. Like if you ask me, then people will say, "Oh, then I'm a culprit. Why don't I, openly? Because it's my page, I can keep complaining." But is that what we want in our own page? Why are we full of mourning? We mourn about the traffic, the police, everything that we are mourning about. Then how can we find peace and be happy as a person? That we are supposed to be promoting love. Really, we really need a lot of for now. Everyone is upset. Even as entrepreneurs, if every day on the page, we are really reading enough people's complaint. If even my very own posting is about scolding people, I really think that will not be my personal page. I will not want it because it will actually reflect how people look at me. That means I'm a person full of complaint. Every time follow your page also, you are not. That means they are not learning anything from me. People will just think that I am always complaining. So I do not want to be into that kind of image that I'm a mourning person.
Do you agree with me that? Do you agree with me that people that complain a lot are also not happy people? Now, if they are not happy, I think a lot of us do not want to hang out with people that's not happy, right? So I always say this, and I think you taught me well these 7 years because I'm also similar like you. We are people with a big heart and believe that kindness goes a long way. And High Flyer Asia is a platform that is full of love, and we lead by example. not lead by domineering. Datin, when I say this is because, like let's say 7 years ago, if I'm not well groomed, if I don't speak, if I am always complaining and negative in my social media, would you accept me as your partner or groom me or not?
I will, of course. I mean, it's just too bad that we judge a book by the cover sometimes, because if I do not know you and even your personal image is not good, how can you be doing strategy? You want to be strategizing in personal branding or things like you want to go into this area. I will definitely look at you first before I can accept it, right? But the thing is, of course, personality really helps. The persona, the person, how the person speaks, that is really very important.
Because definitely all this, you say that unfortunately we judge people based on his cover. Now, because we don't know that person yet. So if we don't know that person yet, we definitely judge by the cover. But after we know that person, then we will take up the cover side of it. But unfortunately, we only have 24 hours a day. There are 26 million in Malaysia. There are so many people that we meet on a daily basis. Don't you think that it's also fair for us to only do a selection process to see who we like to talk to, right?
Yeah, I mean, in a way, just that sometimes even when you read a book, you read between the lines. You can't read everything in the book. But when you flip and even read in between the lines, you can actually know whether the book is a good read, Like for me, sometimes even to start I more or less gauge this is a book I like to continue reading, or maybe the last how is the ending of that book. So even as a person, some people, the minute they open their mouth, I don't think I want to carry on a longer conversation. 3 minutes of may be too long for me, because I may just think that, oh, this person is a brat, or this person just talk too much, this person just don't have substance. So don't blame a person from judging, because this is so important, because it's really about whether the person has substance to be your inner circle friends.
Correct.
Because they will away cash already,
Because it's so fast, that 5 minutes, that 10 minutes, you straight away narrow down already. Then a lot of people say, hey, how come you don't want to give me time to know me better? Frankly speaking, the only things that we do not have is time. So why do you need more time when you can actually use your effort to brand yourself properly, so that you can use as shorter time as possible to impress other people? That's why this book is all about, isn't it, Datin?
Yes. Yeah, because this is how it goes. Because sometimes you see, if you have really a good, let's say, a good personality, and the way people look at you is very suitable, very comfortable, that is already very good personal branding, because people just have to like you before they want to talk to you.
Correct. So I think a lot of people, they know how to do it face to face, which means in the outside world, in the networking, they are nice. We see a lot of our friends also. We always say this, or they impress us very much because they speak very well and all this. But the moments when we go to their social media, complaints after complaints after complaints after complaints, or negative remark after negative remark. Now, this is what we call consistency. Now, if someone is not consistent online and offline, do you think that we are allowed to have a doubt in this person?
Definitely, you are allowed to have a doubt, because let's say if this person offline, online is like that, how can you pursue this even friendship or a business, let's say, as a potential business collaboration? I don't think you can carry on, because that is my personal advice, because you see, I have been through in business for 41 years. I've seen a lot, and there are certain people that you just know that this person can be just a surface hi and bye friend. Whenever I see, I hi, and and you just thought that the conversation deserves just a bye.
Yes.
You don't need to talk too much. So this is how.
So correct. So you don't want to be too fake. Fake means what? Like when I see you real person and you're online, and you're totally a different personality. That one you create doubt, and doubt create mistrust. So the trust will be shaken. We want to be as good as possible. What we need to do is we make sure the good personality that we do offline, online, we also do it. Like what I say, we are not perfect, but doesn't mean that we have to show everything our bad side of us. Now, our bad side of us is not, doesn't mean you show your bad side, doesn't mean you're more real. I think it's a bit foolish to do that because people start judging you. Correct? So in this case, I think we really want more and more people to understand the theory behind this. Now, there's a question up that we share. We say, how do you start your business, by Millie? How do you start your business when capital is one of the crucial assets for startup? So it means that capital is very crucial, but how can you start up without a capital? How do you answer this, Datin?
Well, it depends what kind of business are you talking about. If the business you can just very small scale you can, but you're talking about startup, it really depends on what kind of startup, because no way can people trust you. Let's say it's just a startup. You can't just approach people and say, can you give me money? You know, especially there are a lot of startups, because I personally have a lot of people asking me to help them. And if I have to come in to help, unless I really find that business interests me. So the same goes to this Millie who's asking this question. If you really want to raise capital on a startup, you must have all your contents ready to excite your potential, because especially when the person who is going to invest in this kind of startup business, they are also wondering whether it's worthwhile or not. So not so easy to raise money when it's not been proven. Right. So unless you really have so much of homework done that you really excite this person, that this person will not mind to put in a few $100,000 for the business, because it's not going to be easy. I think for now, startup seems to be getting more and more tough, because there was given at least 2 years or 3 years for all this new business startup to start, but a lot of them just didn't start up well.
Now, Datin, can I safely say, because these couple of years, I also group a lot of startup. When someone come and approach you for investing, one of the normal ways is you will definitely do a bit of background check. Now, background check is, now, if let's say Millie come to ask for investment, they say, hey, you probably do a background check. Hey, have you heard about Millie before? Or maybe go to the social media check about Millie before. Now, when you go and do all this background check and all these things, and you find out that there's nothing about this person branding that excites you, definitely, I think that is also a reason why you don't invest. Because I do agree that sometimes when startup, they do not have track record yet. But if they don't have a track record, can they have a personal branding record? At least I can safely say that this person, you already have that motivation, that fire in you, that you already done your part, that you are quite good in that it can be seen, and a lot of people are talking about that. Does that also add on the value of you wanted to invest to this person more?
Yes, definitely it's important, because you see, if I do not know this person, it's not even recommended to me by anyone. I mean, it's the referencing is almost not impressive. I would definitely go on to social media to find out. But let's say if this person, even young and have a very personal, very good Facebook posting and page, it will definitely excite me to find out more about this particular person. Maybe to the extent I'm sure there are some common friends who happens to know this person. I can do some background check, because it's really not that easy for anyone to just put in money on someone you do not know.
Isn't it? So this is just like another proof proof. Okay, so for those people who wants to find out more about this online personal branding strategy, remember that tomorrow I have a webinar, and you can register with the link below. And definitely, I will go very much in details on how to craft your online personal branding strategy. It's very important. Now, we also have another question in the house: is it a good time? Is it a good time to start the business now? I think it really depends what kind of business. Maybe this one, Datin, I say first. Is it all right? Now, let me tell you, this time is where you need to re-strategize your business. Re-strategize according to what is happening in today's world. It's not starting the business without taking in considerations the environment. Now, if the environment is this way, the COVID-19 created the well-being of people, behavior is this way, you have to look at your business to go within this kind of environment. That's the reason why, like for us in High Fly Asia, all our offline events is being postponed. But that doesn't mean that I do not want to, I no need to think, wait until next year when it happens. I have to think out of the box. So that's why I started to do all my online branding platform. Well, personal branding is still my love. But I find that these 2 weeks, I observe where my opportunity comes. My opportunity comes is because a lot of people are doing it without focus. When you do it without focus, then I know that there is the opportunity that I can be coming in and to support. And I love this opportunity because as much as I earning money, I'm value added to people's well-being and helping people to go through this obstacle. Yeah, what about you, Datin?
Well, like what you say is really so correct because, of course, crisis also creates opportunity, especially when those people who, let's say, want to start a business. It's going to be really tough. But if you are doing something which is so suitable, then it can be, it can become such a hit. So it really depends on what kind of business are you involved in and what kind of business you happen to be in. Maybe
Right.
there are some people who are already in business, but not really full swing yet. But if the timing is right, actually now is also a good timing because rental perhaps will be cheaper, or people dare not do it. You will tend to stand out, and especially if you dare to be a different kind of entrepreneur. It's only such crisis can make you actually more outstanding because you dare to do it and you stand out and you got it right. So it's so important because I cannot exactly give you guidance on whether it's good to start a business. So it also depends, is your pocket deep enough? If you know you can weather this kind of condition for the next year or two, because it's been said that the market will not be great year to next year. So maybe it will start to come back by 2022. So if your business can wait 2 years, 3 years, I'm sure you will see it alive. But are you capable to sustain as a startup, as a new business, to sustain 2 years? So ask yourself, what kind of financial strength do you have to weather this? Unless what you're doing unless like you say, oh, you have the ability to do mask, go ahead. Maybe suddenly the mask trend will be on for a while. Maybe you change the mask trend. Do the mask and turn it into a trend,
Yeah. Now, the whole thing is whatever business that you are in, please remember to put in to embrace the online part, because digital is the way already. No choice, because that is already formed by this COVID-19. COVID-19 has what globalizations has become digital. You have to embrace it or you are out from this game. Now, because of the time constraint, you know what? Every time I open a Facebook Live, I just wish that it can be hours and hours. But unfortunately, we don't want to make it like a habit to be always more than 1 hour. Last week we were 1 hour 50 minutes, and this week I try to be as sharp as punctual as possible. Now we will end after we answer a couple of questions, but I do a quick one. Now, Datin, do you like our new facelift of our Facebook Live? Do you like it?
Yeah. I think this is so different. It has that it's such a new, it's so trending. And Steve, I think you are always so forward. You were doing this Facebook Live before even COVID started, and it's just like you were doing ahead of things, So, well,
I'm blessed.
blessed that, yes, exactly. Suddenly I realized everybody is doing online, they're doing Facebook Live, they're doing this and that. But I am glad that we started it before.
Right. So it's good. I guess it's a calling. Now, a couple of questions that I answer quick. Ngo Kiat Gi, you ask how are we supposed to improve our personal branding as a working class? Now, please, if you have time, please join me at my webinar tomorrow at 8 p.m. Register yourself at this link below. Now, my team will also send you, reply you a message so that you can join me at the webinar. I'm going to go much more in details on how you can improve your online personal branding. Now, Millie, you say you're working with your parents doing your hospitality and eatery business. Very good, because in our environment, we groom a lot of second gen. If you like it, please join me at webinar and have a private chat with me. We'll see how I can support you on this. Winnie, you say that what is the first step should we take to start building my personal branding? Remember, your first step is to join my webinar. Your second step is to buy my book, okay? The third step is, please know what you want. Focus on what you want people to know you as. If not, right, you are all over. People cannot recognize, people cannot know what you are doing, okay? Just like Datin. Datin is a hair entrepreneur. But does she do a lot of other business? She do. But she don't have to tell other people because the branding is so strong already. It's hair entrepreneur. That is called branding, okay? Now, we have Sui. Sui say that I trust both of you are doing great, awesome. How do I improve my online personal branding as a pharmacist? Now, Sui, please join me in the webinar tomorrow. I will be sharing a little bit more on that. Okay, so lucky 8:58. We still have the 2 minutes. Now, to wrap it up, Datin, can you please share with the audience a little bit of, before that. Now, my team will be sharing with you some of the testimonials that we get from Rich Tan, Chef Wan, and Brian Liu on why this book is good for you, so that Datin, this testimonial will help you to understand how it is. Now, Datin, can you sum it up a little bit? What is your last word on people that during this, another 2 more weeks, I heard there's an extension. During this week, guess what these people need to do? And what is your advice to them?
I would advise all Malaysians, whether they are, affected or not, whether they're still studying or things like that, use these 2 more weeks to improve yourself. If you feel that you have something missing out there, you're not learning enough, keep reading, because it only encourages you and give you more wisdom through knowledge. And if you have things that you have done and it's not good enough, relearn. Use this kind of method, this season, to be sort of like maybe for those who want to rebrand themselves, refocus. So because this kind of things, you're given so much free time to improve yourself. So don't waste it, because not all of us have this kind of 4 weeks to rest at one go to improve ourselves. So don't idle. If you're not fit, if you're not a fit person, use this season to improve your health. So there's so many things to do. Actually, I'm not complaining. I'm really loving this so-called quiet time. I call it. I've been reading a lot lately. Don't just get stuck to knowing what's all the gossips that's in town. Because all those news, which is sometimes about the government, about all these things, after a while, it's actually very alarming. So improve yourself by learning things that you need to, that relates to your trade especially.
Yeah, very good. Thank you, Datin. For me, it's like this. I already say these 4 weeks, especially 2 more weeks, these 4 weeks during the lockdown is where the eyeball of the social media is the greatest. There's the most number of people on the social media. Take this opportunity. Don't waste all the posting that you are doing. Start branding yourself online, and then it's very good time to kickstart your platform for your business, your online platform. In my environment, we are already helping a few of my clients to be doing that. So if you need any support, you can always PM us, PM me, or PM my staff. More happy to share with you more about this. If not, myself also will be sharing you how you can get a copy of this book. And also tomorrow at 8 p.m. I'll having a webinar. It's on online personal branding strategy. It will be 2 hours long, and it will be go into more details on how you can craft your online personal branding. With that itself, 9:01 p.m. Just nice. Thank you, Datin. Wow, Datin, thank you for all your support, right? Thank you for all the support that you always support me, whether online and offline. With deepest gratitude, I want to thank you very once again, and we will be seeing them again. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Yeah. Okay, so audience, if you like this Facebook Live, can you help me to like, comment, and share? I will see you tomorrow at webinar. If not, next Wednesday, same time, I will have another Facebook Live. What is the topic? I will be announcing it very soon. And please follow us on High Flyer Asia Facebook page so that you can be updated with all the latest information regarding all our what we are doing and what are the activities that we have. Other than that, thank you very much for spending the 1 hour with me. God bless, and wish you have a good evening.